Hi guys, so real quick I just wanted to show you how to do an easy French tip using some DivaDC products. So real quick, just to run down what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the Ultrabond primer. I'm also going to be using the nail prep. This just preps your nail plate, gets rid of any oils, that kind of thing. The primer helps the gel actually stick better to the nail plate. I'm going to be using this really pretty pink color as the base. I'm going to be doing the French in pink, which is this pink here, and then I'm also going to be doing a white flower. So the white polish is just a basic white polish, and these all again are DivaDC. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can find those. I'm also going to be using the DivaDC base coat and top coat. So before I started, I went ahead and prepped my nails, which means that I removed any dead skin. I lightly buffed my nail plate and I cleaned it with rubbing alcohol just to make sure that there's nothing on there. Also push back the cuticle if you need to. So first step, I'm going to be using the nail prep, and this is just to dehydrate the nail. You want to make sure that you're only getting this on the nail and you are not getting it on the actual skin. Give that a couple seconds to dry, and then I'm going in with the actual primer. And you can skip the prep and primer, but it really does help with the long wear of the gel. So the next step is to add base. Just looks like this. It's just a clear gel. And you want to make sure that you're wiping off as much as you can. And you're going to do a thin, even layer. And you want to make sure that you cap that. And then go ahead and cure that in an LED for 30 seconds. If you're using an UV lamp, you're going to want to do that for a full 2 minutes. I'm going to start by doing 2 coats of the pink color, of the lighter pink color that is. And again, you want to just keep these thin. And this is a sheer color, so don't be surprised when you see that. So go ahead and pop that into the light. Again, curing in LED for 30, 2 minutes for UV. I'm going to go ahead and add a second coat of the pink. And again, cure. So next I'm going to be doing the actual tip. And I'm going to be using this pink here. And you can see I don't have the polish very flooded on there. I want to kind of wipe it off. And I'm going to start at one side of the nail and I'm going to pull it over. Some people like to go down this way and paint up. It's just whatever your preference is. So just touching down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And if you don't like it, you can always clean it up with a gel brush. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And I'm going to go ahead and follow the exact same line that I did, and I'm just going to do a second coat of the pink. Now you can skip doing a second coat if you feel it's opaque enough for you. That's completely up to you. I'm also going to take this opportunity just to clean up my smile line if I need to. And I chose to do a smile line that's kind of far down because I know that I want to do a flower on there. You could always bring that up if you feel the need. And then if you have anything on your sidewalls, you just want to make sure that you clean that up. And then go ahead and pop that into the light again. So for the next step, I'm going to be using white gel polish. And I just have that here. I'm going to be using a card. And I'm just going to put a little dollop of that right there. And this is what we're going to use to do our flower and some dotting. I'm going to be using a dotting tool. This is to put down the petals, but I'm also going to be using this very thin dotting tool to drag through it. Now you do have to work kind of fast because the gel has a tendency to kind of spread. So I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the white, I'm going to put 4 dots, and then I'm going to bring the dots into each other to make the center. And then again, using this, I'm just going to pull it in And then I'm going to go ahead and cure that really quickly just to hold that shape. That's what it looks like. Now in the center of the flower, what I'm going to be using is some of the same pink polish that we used for the tip. Pick up that pink, put it right in the middle of the flower there. And then I'm going to be using the white. And then maybe another spray coming down. Of course, you can do whatever you like. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cure that in the lamp. Once that's cured, all that's left to do is to go in with your top coat. I'm using, again, the DivaDC top coat. Make sure you cap your end. And go ahead and cure that in your LED for 30 seconds or 2 minutes in your UV. Once you're done curing that, all that's left to do is to clean up the tacky layer with rubbing alcohol. I'm using 91% rubbing alcohol. You can pick that up at any drugstore. And I'm just using a cotton round. I'm going to remove that tacky layer. And your design's all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick nail design. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching.